Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys the weekly soul connection reading. And so it's going to be for today's date, which is Monday, August 5th, going all the way until Sunday, August 11th. So this soul connection is somebody that you are either in challenge or separation with. Can these messages resonate for those of you that are in union or, some sort of a connection right now? Absolutely. Just take what resonates and get rid of what doesn't. But the majority of my readings are based for those that are in separation. So this soul connection can be a twin flame, a soulmate, however you resonate with this person. At the end of the day, you're putting the label on it. We're just focusing on the energy, okay? We're going to be breaking it down to masculine and feminine. So as usual, just take what resonates and get rid of what doesn't. If you're finding that you've been following my readings for a while and that it's just not resonating with you, it might be time for you to step away from me as a reader or take a break and maybe possibly, open yourself up to some other amazing readers that are out there on YouTube. My intention for everybody is, connect with things that are healing, connect with things that are really speaking to you. If you're finding that you have to really try to make things fit that just aren't fitting, or you're just feeling kind of low vibrational after maybe listening to my readings, that might be Spirit's way of saying that you need a shift, and that is completely fine. I have definitely resonated with certain readers on YouTube at certain times and others just not feeling it anymore, just to find out that maybe 6 months later it's like, oh yeah, I'm resonating with that person again. So I get a lot of feedback from people, whether it's in comments or just personal messages to me. So I know that people are just kind of in and out of energy. We're emotional beings, and so we're constantly going to be fluctuating, and that's totally okay. Whatever I'm using here as far as the cards are concerned, I will put in the description box below. And if there are any of the decks that I've created, they'll be available in my Etsy shop, but email me if you're international. I'll have to send you a special link. Now, it is my intention as well to do this reading for those that have at some point in time have had a connection. And what I mean by that is you've had a mutual exchange in energy. You guys have had conversations, you guys have met up in person, and via their words that they're using or expressing to you that they're interested or were interested. You guys had a flat out, deep soul, sexual, physical, all of the above connection. Maybe for some of you, we're just trying to get to know this person. It just didn't really go any further, but and it's not just an inner knowingness. It is because of the words that they have expressed to you or the actions that they have taken towards you, that there's no doubt about that person is feeling romantic towards you. The reason that I feel like I have to put up these boundaries now, not only in the collective readings that I do, but also in the personal readings that I am offering at this time, is because I've had some energies come at me lately. And this doesn't make every single person that's been in this situation that it's bad or that they don't have a connection. It's just that I have to do my due diligence to basically protect myself from energies that could be obsessive or even stalkerish. And so that's why I'm kind of having to put up a major boundary at this time. And maybe I won't always be in that kind of energy, but that's just what I'm getting from Spirit right now for myself, to just kind of stay away from situations or connections that don't really have any kind of basis in the 3D world or have never had any basis in the 3D world. So anyways, there's all kinds of amazing readers though, remember, like I said, to choose from that will tap into any kind of a connection. I just don't happen to be one of those readers right now, okay? So anyways, let's just jump into this reading. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to focus on the masculine's energy and just kind of see, and I say he for the masculines, just how I do it, but this masculine could be you, it could be the other person. Let's just take what resonates, okay? This right here is called the Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. Where's the masculine at this current time? Just overall energy. We're going to include a Oracle of Visions card also by Ciro Marchetti for the overall energy for the masculine this week. Let's see. I do have the fan going on, so I'm hoping that it doesn't blow these down. As you guys can see, I have a little bit of a new setup here. And I also have stubs for nails now. I had to take off my acrylics. Okay. masculine energy. Okay, so we have the moon card coming through. See that fan? I had a feeling it was going to do that. The moon card can represent a Pisces or can represent the Cancer energy, but it doesn't have to be. But this moon energy can be just shadows. I'm going to put them like that, actually. I think that's better. Moon energy can represent shadows, darkness, illusions, could even be deception. Okay, so let's get another card here. We have the Seven of Swords. That's very interesting to come through with this particular combination. This is a card of deception. Of all cards in tarot, Seven of Swords is usually the sneaky person that's trying to get away with something. It also could be an energy too, because Seven of Swords does not always have to indicate like betrayal or deception in the way that like you're deliberately trying to hurt someone. It could also be the indication of kind of trying to fly under the radar or undercover, not wanting to be detected, being sly and stealthy. So it could also indicate that as well. So for whatever reason, it might be that the masculine is finding himself really needing to either sneak away from something or not deal with something head on. Okay, I'm getting that. And this particular energy here, it's a very beautiful energy because it does showcase a feminine. It showcases a feminine. It's very desirable. This feminine is like the Empress to me in this deck. She's got all of these roots on her back. She's got these eggs. So this is about fertility. She's got this bird. She's in nature. She's very connected. She's nude. She's feeling good. So to me, it's a very, very beautiful energy. So the message that I am getting immediately, and so I'm just going to go with this. I really feel that this particular person, you're unaware because you can't detect it from their actions or maybe even their energy at this time, that they are actually, that they have you in their sights. I know that that might seem far-fetched for some of you, so only take it if it resonates with you or you feel that energy, but I'm definitely getting here that this is the feminine. Okay, it's the feminine, and the masculine is really drawn towards the feminine at this point. Now, it may be that, again, you guys are in some sort of separation, maybe no contact, maybe there's a challenge that's keeping the two of you apart. Maybe there's third-party situations because of all of this illusion. Maybe they're not available, maybe you're not available. All I know is that this masculine is feeling the feminine's energy very positively this week. And it might be that he is thinking in terms of how do I make my way towards this feminine, or how do I check up on this feminine. To me, there is a sneaky energy, but it's like a trying to create a diversion so the feminine doesn't know. That's what I'm getting here. So because this is coming up the way that it is, I want to ask Spirit to give us an indication. Why is the masculine in this energy towards the feminine? Why does he want to be undetected? Why does he not want her to know that that he is feeling her energy, or that he might even be looking at her and checking up on her? Why is this? Why is it in this energy here? Oh, look at this, the Five of Cups. Okay, so this is the connection, or this is the energy that I'm getting, the message. This masculine may have done something to disappoint the divine feminine, or just the feminine, whatever kind of connection you're in. It might have been something that he did, or something happened that was a disappointing situation for everybody. But these two cups still remain for the masculine. That's what I'm really picking up on. It's like this 5 is the disappointment, and those 2, that's like 2 to me. We also have another 5 here. Disappointment. But things are changing. Things are shifting, perhaps, in the masculine's perspective on how he is now feeling towards the feminine. So he might not feel like the feminine wants to hear from him. He might not feel like the feminine wants him to just show up back in her life. So he might be trying to figure out a creative way to come towards the feminine, okay? And it could be because of lies and deception and betrayal in the past, perhaps due to third-party situations, that there was some sort of problem that transpired, that he ruined something. But I'm getting here that even though these 3 cups have fallen, these 2 cups are still remaining. It might even be that he's sensing that the feminine, look at this, we have 2 cups, 2 swords. Do you see that? That to me is not an accident. That means something. There's still love here. There's still connection here. There's still this feeling that draws these 2 together. So it's almost like, in a way, the feminine's energy, where she may have been really nurturing this energy by forgiving the masculine for past actions, holding him in, love and light, holding him in a positive space. Now he's starting to feel this energy, and it's almost like it's beckoning him back to the feminine. The moon to me is all about dreams. It's all about higher realm energy. It's about, telepathy. It's definitely like a deep mystical feeling that you have when the moon is around. So I almost feel like he's being drawn to the feminine. The moon is also feminine energy. The feminine is ruled by the moon, and the sun is masculine. So to me, this is definitely the masculine that's trying to come towards the feminine right now. And that's because he still has love in his heart. He still has feelings for his feminine. So if this is something that's been, in the dark for a long period of time, or there's been issues and problems between you for a long period of time, it's almost like the masculine is going to leave perhaps this disappointment behind and come towards these two eggs that are literally beckoning him to come and partake in that energy. That's what I'm seeing here. Let's get one last message to close this up. Oh, see, you guys, this right here is the Chariot's energy. Now, we also have the moon is very strong. It does also rule Cancer, which is the Chariot's card. So Cancerian energy is very strong right now. But yes, this is something in regards to wanting to come towards the feminine. That's what I'm getting here. And then we have 2 sevens. That's not an accident either. Sevens are very spiritual numbers. It's like spiritual transformation, spiritual challenges that make us stronger in the end, needing to learn a lesson spiritually, almost like the hard way, in order to gain the wisdom and the strength that we need to basically carry on and move forward and ascend into a lighter being. So something has been very hard, something has been very dark, but I feel like this masculine is really trying to clear this energy. It might even be that he's also very confused at this point on what to do. But I feel like this connection and this attraction to his feminine, he's being drawn to her like a magnetic pull. And this is something to me that's too strong to, I can't think of the word I want to use, but it's just too strong to resist, is what I'm seeing here. Wow. That is pretty deep, you guys, pretty deep energy. So let's go ahead and move on into where the feminine is this week. Because right out the gate, I feel a connection with the feminine from the masculine. So this right here is called the Marchetti Tarot, also by Ciro Marchetti. So let's see what's going on in the feminine's energy. Just in general. I mean, we haven't even gotten to the energy that we're feeling towards one another yet. All right, let's go ahead and get an overall energy for the feminine. Okay. Okay, we have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is also connected to Pisces. So Pisces and Cancer are coming through very strong in this reading today. But again, it doesn't mean if you guys are not connected to those signs that it's not for you. But the Hanged Man is a card of awakening. The Hanged Man is about seeing things from a new perspective. It's a very spiritual card. And we also have this masculine that's being assisted by these doves, by spirit, even perhaps by the feminine, okay? So I feel like this feminine has really been doing some work, not only on herself, but also lending almost like this energetic helping hand for the masculine, encouraging him to wake up to who she truly knows that he is. Ace of Coins. The Ace of Pentacles. I mean, this is like solid energy. This is about energy that's actually showing up in the material world. It's seeds that are ready to be planted to bear fruit. So I'm getting here like the feminine is ready. The feminine is ready. She's seeing things from a new perspective. I'm also getting that she's in the energy of just really focusing perhaps in the material world, really focusing on things that maybe she just needs to take care of. Her finances, her career, maybe even her physical body. She might just realize that her masculine still needs some time in order to see things from a different perspective. But, you know, she's not forgetting about the masculine. She's just kind of doing her own thing, but she still has at least some love and her love and light on reserve. She's holding her masculine in a positive space. That's what I'm seeing here. Not waiting perhaps or putting her life on hold, but just holding space a safe, sacred space for her masculine, because she may just know that inner knowingness that at some point when he is ready to return, that he will. And when he does, this might be the energy of we're planting the seed. Now we can start to see the bear or the fruit of these labors, the rewards of this, the Three of Pentacles. That's what I'm seeing here. Wow, what beautiful energy. Okay, so I don't really feel like I need any clarification on this like I did with the masculine's energy. So what I want to do is I want to see the energy that the masculine is holding towards this feminine, even though we did just see that he's actually holding a lot of energy towards the feminine. So let's see what that looks like. All right, so I've got some cards over here. Let's see the energy that he is currently, let me get it. I got a new setup here, so I have my cards on the side over here, a little further. This right here is called the Universal Love Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. So what is the energy that the masculine is currently holding towards the feminine? And we also have this deck here, which is called the Lover's Oracle. So what is the overall energy that the masculine is holding towards the feminine this week? Okay, we have time. Give it time. You're trying too hard. Oh, we have relationships. So he's definitely thinking about the feminine and their connection. We have those dolphins there. So dolphin is about very friendly, playful energy, for sure. And we have reflection. Wow, he's really thinking about the feminine this week. So it doesn't surprise me with the cards that already came through. Not at all. But the thing is, I almost feel like he is a little frustrated, as in he's trying too hard, okay? He knows that it's going to take some time, or that he needs a little bit more time to kind of try to figure out. And that might be one of the reasons why the Seven of Swords came up, is because if he tries to come towards the feminine right now, it might come across in a deceptive, sneaky way, and that's not the right way to approach the feminine. That's just what I'm seeing here. It might be that a red flag goes up for her and she feels like this is just old energy that she just doesn't want to deal with again. It could even be, of course, that the masculine wants to come towards the feminine prematurely, and he still hasn't either gotten certain things out of his system, or maybe perhaps he's still trying to figure something out. My cat Harley is behind this little backdrop, so I'm going to have to exit him out nicely out of the room. Okay, sorry for the distraction. I swear I thought I had all the cats out, but I don't. Okay, so anyways, that to me really shows me that he is reflecting on his relationship from the past, or current relationship or connection with the feminine. And you are trying too hard, give it time, as in some time. I'm almost getting to that a long time, like a lot of time has gone on. So this could be for some of you that have been in separation for a long period of time. It's like, it's enough is enough. Like, it's been a long time, but it's almost like we need to give it just a little bit more time. Try not to try too hard to make something happen. Try to wait for divine timing. Try to wait to bide your time for better results, is what I'm seeing here. So the masculine is feeling the feminine's energy so much that he might be wanting to kind of jump too quickly. So that's why that magnetic energy. So if you are really doing some work, feminines, where you're trying to draw on your masculine, you're wanting, wishing, you're praying, you're wanting them to come back, it might be that it's better to kind of hold off on that drawing your masculine back to you energy, because you don't want him to come back when he's not ready. And so make sure that you're giving people the time and the space that they need in order to heal properly. Okay? And some of you might just say enough is enough. So again, we all have free will in these connections. You don't have to do anything. You can continue to move forward with your life, which you should anyways. You don't have to put your life on hold and wait for this connection at all. But we're just checking the energies to see what's happening. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that the masculine in this connection is really taking the time to reflect, and he might be really trying to figure out what to do in a quick manner, which might be premature. But I definitely feel his desire for his feminine this week, for sure. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and take a look and see what is the feminine's energy towards the masculine? What is the feminine's energy towards her masculine? Oh, see, look at this. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is not an accident. Wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So you know, feminines, you know that it's not the right time. You know that it's time to put the brakes on. So if for some reason the masculine has made contact, if the masculine has tried to come back or is trying to connect with you right now, it might be that you are just kind of trying to figure out if you even want to return that phone call or if you want to get together. You know, you might just be kind of taking your time is what I'm seeing here. And this might actually be driving the masculine crazy. It might be pushing him to try to do things, again, to kind of get around things. I just am getting this very intense, very impatient energy with the masculine this week. Interesting. Look, dreams. We already had the moon's energy. You're very connected to the masculine. You're dreaming of the masculine, you're implementing yourself in the masculine's dreams. I'm already picking up on that the masculine is dreaming about you as well. Your dreams have something to tell you. And the thing is, it could be that, sometimes through our dreams, we're still processing, we're still purging. As a matter of fact, I had a terrible dream last night. Where the hell did it come from? Why would I have this dream? When all of my dreams have been pretty upbeat and good. So to have this particular dream was just like, why did that pop up? Like, I didn't even realize that pain or that issue was still there, but it was apparently. And I'm just like, wow, I would have much rather preferred to have a great dream about this instead of a crappy dream. Right? So it just could be that we are needing to still process and purge through our dreams as well. And we have heaven on earth. Beautiful. So to me, this is really just the energy here of the 3D and the 5D world. That's what I'm seeing here. 3 and 5D world. So it's kind of like being in between. So right now I feel like the feminine is connected to her masculine. She's feeling him on a physical level. He's feeling her, but they're also feeling each other on a psychic level and an energetic level in their dream world. And telepathically is what I'm also getting as well. But right now, I feel like things are just still being formed. Things are still just kind of needing time to mature. The right time is not just yet. And so we need to bide our time for those better results. Just allow the nature to take its course. So this tells me here that whatever it is that you're dreaming about, heaven on earth, you can experience heaven on earth now. It's just in the way that you're looking at your connection. So if you're looking at your connection as I'm not going to be happy until, or, I just can't be satisfied or just feel 100% complete in life until I'm with my masculine, I almost feel like what Spirit is saying here is that you do need to allow nature to take its course in this connection. So in the meantime, rather than being in a dream world, this could be a significant connection for some of you. Message that you want to make sure that you don't spend all of your time in kind of like a dream world or la la land, because you have a lot of other things to experience here on earth too. It's not just about your connection. So that could be a special message for some of you out there. So let's go ahead and go into the energy of what is something that frightens your masculine. Okay, what is he most frightened about when it comes to this connection? This right here is called the Love Pact by Chuck Spezzano. What is the masculine most afraid of when it comes to this connection with the feminine? Or what kind of things is he still clearing out of his energy? We have pain. Interesting. I'm not surprised to see this. And the reason why is because we did get the 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups towards the feminine tells me that there is pain. It could be third party because we have 3 people. We have 2 feminines and a masculine. So it could be that there was pain that the masculine caused due to infidelity, due to a third party situation, but it doesn't have to be. It's just pain in general. So I definitely feel that he feels pain in regards to the pain that he caused his feminine. That's what I'm seeing here. So it creates a block for him. It creates a fear to come towards her again because of this pain. Okay, but it could also be pain from other things as well. But see, we have also fear of a commitment. Yes, I feel like there's something about timing here. The masculine still needs time to grow and mature. He still has certain ideas of what commitment is, and he might feel like I just feel like he either knows that he's not ready or he's wanting to jump the gun prematurely when really he's not ready yet. That's what I'm seeing here. So if some of your masculines are trying to jump into a connection with you, take things slow is all I'm getting here. It doesn't mean you can't be in a connection with them, but just take it slow. But some of them might just still have that fear of commitment. They have so much pain in their past or maybe trauma that they don't want to be hurt. And so they have this constant fear of commitment. So they fear to commit to you, but it's like they're being drawn towards you at the same time. They feel your energy. Yeah, see, oh my God, look what infidelity, I'm telling you, this is all connected. So if this doesn't resonate with you guys, don't take the messages or just take one of the cards. All three don't have to be with, in regards to your situation, but infidelity. So somebody definitely has either a cheating streak or they don't know how to be with just one person. They might have issues with sexual addiction. They might just be stuck in their ego to where they need to constantly be stroked and maybe just one person doesn't do it for them. But I'm getting here that it has a lot to do with their own pain, but they know that it's caused you a lot of pain, their actions in the past. And so this is the biggest thing that they fear. They fear hurting you again. Some of them might feel like they're ready, but I feel like with the weight coming up 2 times that they're not quite ready yet. Give it some more time. But yeah, I feel like your masculine holds this pain that they hurt you. It is with them. They do feel it. And it affects them is what I'm seeing here for sure. And that's why we have the reflection of the relationship. That's why this came up. Reflecting on the pain of the past, reflecting on what they did. Okay? Interesting energy, you guys. So let's just see what the biggest hope and wish that your masculine has for your connection. What is your masculine's biggest hope and wish? And I say, and I'm like doing this reading with the frame of thought, I guess, that the feminines are watching this video. So I apologize if that's not the case. It's just where I'm being taken right now. So let's see the biggest hope and wish that the masculine has for the feminine. Yeah, to come together, come hither. So this right here, it's like being drawn to one another. As you can see, this feminine, she's drawing her masculine to her. So I definitely feel like the masculine wants to come towards feminine. Absolutely. For sure. The erotic. Wow. It could be that there is some kind of wild energy, some really sexy chemistry and energy. Again, sometimes these types of connections can be so physically passionate and intense that sometimes we're drawn to them prematurely for those reasons, And if somebody isn't ready to commit or wanting to be just with that one person at that time, it can create issues and problems. So it could be, again, for feminines out there watching the video, that your masculines are really on fire right now when it comes to your energy. So take things slow. And if he's not coming towards you, know that he does want to. That's beautiful. And we have healing, wants to heal things with you. Wow. Look at that. I feel like if he'd do anything to heal this. It doesn't mean he will. It doesn't mean he won't. But I feel like deep down inside, he'd do anything to fix this with you. And I'm seeing that he really enjoys you on that level as well. There might just be somebody that's not going to be like you ever. And so that's just something where your masculine is not truly satisfied with any other partner besides you. And so he's coming to that conclusion of, how do I get this person back? But I totally screwed it up. Or too much water under the bridge, or there's been too much time or something. But your masculine is definitely feeling the connection majorly this week. So why don't we see what's going on with your connection right now? What is the energy of the connection? So the energy of the connection, I'm going to actually break it down with 3 decks. This right here is my Twin Flame Journey Tarot, my Twin Flame Oracle, and the Reclaim Your Power Oracle cards by Anthea Spark. So let's just see. I'm going to grab 3 cards from each deck. Where is this connection at this particular time? Where are you, the masculine and the feminine, on their spiritual journey, their ascension process? What's happening with this connection right now? All right, you guys, let's do it. We have I'm telling you guys, this feminine is so on fire and passionate. I mean, she is drawing. The Queen of Wands, to me, like, this is the Queen of Wands, Queen of Fire, okay, in this deck that Anthea created. So she's on fire. She draws people to her. She's magnetic. She's on freaking fire. Her energy is like prime. That's what I'm seeing here, you guys. Oh, what the hell? Look at this. The Knight of Cups is Pisces specific. Okay, so the Queen of Fire, I should say, is an Aries energy. Doesn't have to be, though, but we are getting fire and water. I've been getting fire and water, and that's not to exclude all other signs, but I'm just getting like emotion and passion. That's what I'm getting here with fire and water. Emotion and passion, very heavy with these connections lately. And we have tribe. Interesting. Okay, so what's happening in the connection right now? We definitely have counterparts, I feel. But again, that queen is not being matched up with the king right now. Just being matched up with the feeling and somebody that wants to take action, wants to bring something to her. Masculine bringing something to the feminine. That's coming up in this entire reading. And then we have the energy of tribe. So I feel like that there's three people in this card, 3 elephants. Again, there could be other circumstances right now that are in the way. Okay, it could be for the feminine, the masculine, or both. And this third party situation does not have to be that they're with other people or that there's some sort of deception or lover's triangle going on here. No, but it could be that both people or one or the other are spending time with coworkers, on their career, their family, their friends, their spiritual community, instead of facing each other. It's like they're both kind of like concentrated elsewhere, but concentrated on each other, if that makes sense. So it's very interesting what's happening here. Oh, we have the Lady of Trickery. This right here is like a page's energy, so it's like an immature energy of dishonesty and neglect. And we have the Knight of Swords, so we have another knight coming through here. This Knight of Swords is Gemini's energy. And we have Winter. Okay, this is what I'm getting here. I'm actually getting that this is a past energy, but it's coming up for people to reflect upon. I feel like this is definitely the energy from the masculine. There was some kind of dishonesty and neglect with this connection in the past. Winter could be specific as far as the timing, but this is something that was frozen in time. Cold behavior. The Knight of Swords is very cutting, very cold. It can be very aggressive energy. It's very hurtful energy is what I'm seeing. So the masculine could have come from this place, this cold, distant, calculated place with his dishonesty and neglected the connection before in the past. So this really hurt the feminine. So what I'm getting here is that things are starting to thaw on the masculine side. He's starting to reflect. He's starting to feel this connection again. He's starting to think about it. He's just really feeling this energy. Oh, see, look, the Prince of Ego, self-sabotage. How the masculine has sabotaged himself, how he has sabotaged the connection. It's coming up. Look at that, you guys. Tower's energy. This is, again, Aries energy with Mars. So Aries, Pisces, and Cancer have come up very strong in this reading. There might have been other signs, but that's coming through very loud and clear for me. But yeah, this is an energy here where we have divine intervention. Something crumbled. Like, this is major destruction, major destructive energy. But I'm just seeing that something could not last in the like it couldn't last in the form that it was in. It's kind of like these were castles that were built in the sky. There wasn't a lot of foundation there. There may have been a foundation of feeling, but there wasn't any kind of solid ground in the connection. So when that happens, if it's a faulty foundation to begin with, it's going to crumble eventually. It could even be that the masculine was trying to project having it together, or just being somebody that he wasn't, or being somebody that he wasn't ready to be, and that came crashing down. Almost like it came to burn him. He might have tried to be juggling you and other people, and eventually that came crumbling down. Oh my God. But guess what? He only ended up hurting himself is what I'm seeing here. And this reading is not to bash a masculine. It really isn't. But that is the way it's coming through. It just is. The masculine is having to contend right now with his past actions, his past deeds, just his karma. That's what I'm seeing here. So the way any kind of ways that you guys have been bound from the past, like, are starting to be thought about and dealt with and experienced once again. These energies are now coming up again within both parties, but I feel like it's really coming up for the masculine. And I'm getting here that this is karma. This is like the way of divine intervening and saying, you know what? If you've been ignoring this, ignoring what has happened in the past for this period of time, now it's coming up. Maybe it's coming up, for or at a certain time for a certain reason, who knows? But it's time is what I'm getting from the universe. It's time for this masculine to see the error of his ways. It is time for him to deal with his ego. It's time for him to stop with these self-sabotaging techniques that maybe he has been carrying around his entire life. Maybe this victimization of other people because of his infidelity, because of all these things. And again, if this reading isn't resonating with you, it's because it's not for you, okay? But yeah, I'm definitely tapped into a masculine who has really hurt the feminine because of his self-sabotaging techniques, because he has fear of commitment issues, and maybe a serial cheater, or just needs constant attention, needs constant admiration from individuals. So what's happening on your journey right now is the feminine is sitting freaking pretty. She has courageously moved forward. She has found her spark in life. She has found her passion. She is doing freaking fantastic. Whereas the masculine is really got a lot of this heavy old energy that's impacting him right now. And it's like and because of this, it's like he's starting to feel his emotions again with the feminine. And he's starting to reflect on his past actions. And the divine is saying it's time. They're intervening. Any kind of an energy as far as that we've been putting off, not, maybe this tribe energy, we've been so busy, just kind of busying ourselves with other things or other people. It's like that kind of thing. It's really put things on hold. But now it's time to really face this pain and face these circumstances and karma when it comes to this connection. It's time is what I'm getting from spirit. Wow, that's why the masculine is feeling the feminine, because things are starting to be drudged up again. Things are starting to flow again for him. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and see, let me grab some other cards here. Let me just get rid of these over here. Let's go ahead and get the energies that, wow, I just had a bunch of cards fall. Let's go ahead and get the energies here of what the masculine wants to say to the feminine. Because I feel like there's so much happening here. There's so much happening for the masculine when it comes to the feminine. I just feel like the feminine is sitting pretty. She's doing really well. Some of you might not feel that way, but that's okay. This right here is the Intuit Nuance Oracle. And this right here is my Twin Flame Messages Volume 2. Let's get the energies of what the masculine, if he could say anything to the feminine right now, or just what's going on in his headspace. Like, what kind of thoughts are swimming around right now? What kind of energy is it connected to? We have the Milky Way. Networking, marketing, internet fame, expand, social media, publicity, exposure, and spotlight. So this is interesting because this could, of course, showcase the masculine. It could also showcase the feminine. It might be that there's some social media checking up. I did kind of pick up on that the masculine is kind of sneaking around and checking up on the feminine. It could be vice versa, of course. It could be that you guys are both in some sort of a arena of your career where there's like a spotlight on you. You're an expert in your field. There's fame. You're known for something special. That could be you. That could be them. So let's go ahead and get the message here. There are still so many unsaid things between us. And so this tells me here that the masculine has regret because there's unfinished business here, and he feels it. He feels like there's so many things that I wish I would have said or done differently. So I'm getting regret, 5 of Cups energy again. I'm getting regret and sadness because of the way that things went between the two of you. But Milky Way, it's kind of like in the stars. I'm almost getting this energy too from the masculine that at some point or another, he may have actually thought that you guys would just maybe come together, one way or another, kind of like, if it's meant to be, I'll see this person again. I'm kind of getting that energy from this too. Interesting. Let's go ahead and get another card here. We have lighthouse, warning, danger, use of tact, avoid obstacle, threat, take a detour, beware. Again, the Seven of Swords came up, and the Seven of Swords was basically an energy where we need to kind of go around a situation. We need to be very careful in the way that we handle things. We need to be a little bit on the DL where we're not really revealing our plans so much. So this may have something to do with the feminine, or it could be about something else in their lives. They might not want people to understand or know what they're thinking or going through. So that could be it too. I'm still trying to find myself. So masculine is definitely still trying to find himself. So I feel like that's a clarification here, that the masculine is not ready. I feel like this is Spirit's way of also warning you, divine feminine, that the masculine still needs time to find himself. So he might be trying to come at you. He might be trying to make contact with you. And if it's not happening, look at it as a blessing from the universe, because I'm getting that the time is not correct for this. It's not correct for this right now. And we have Beaver. It says persistence pays off, repetition, determined, things working against you or making dreams real. So this has definitely been a hardship, okay? It's been tough. It has been tough. Whoa. I look at your picture often. Some people could be literally watching people on social media. I'm getting that very heavy in this reading. But I look at your picture often as in, I really admire you, This is like a connection from the stars. And I know that some people might think, yeah, right, like a masculine would be thinking that way or feeling that way. But it could be that you're dealing with a hopeless romantic when it comes to the masculine. He may have just kind of chalked things up if it didn't work out. Like if your guys' paths are meant to cross again, if it's meant to be, he'll see you again kind of energy. But there's still something that's drawing him to you right now. So I feel like he's kind of stuck between making effort towards it or sitting back and just kind of not doing it. I feel like he's back and forth in his headspace when it comes to coming towards you or not doing anything. It's very black and white. There isn't really a middle ground. He's either pursuing it or he's not. And I feel like he's trying to find the balance when it comes to how he feels or what he wants. Should he even bother to make contact with you? Is he ready? Maybe he still fears commitment. Maybe he still has issues with infidelity. So if that's the case, then why would he want to bring that energy towards you? So somebody, I feel like, is having some sort of an argument with their higher selves right now. Okay? Let's see what that argument looks like with the higher self. I'm curious. What does the argument look like with the higher self? Yep, Neptune. Neptune is the Hanged Man. We also have Pisces energy coming through again. But this is a card of illusion, okay? Confusion. Feeling like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. To me, that's definitely higher self. You are never far from my mind. So again, this is a confirmation to me that the masculine and feminine are very connected in their dreams. And so I'm going to read this to you. It says, inspiration, illusion, spirituality, intuition, psychic ability, fantasies, dreams. So I definitely am getting an energy here where the masculine is connected to the feminine via dreams. So you're never far from my mind. So what's happening here as far as the masculine being back and forth, the argument that he may be having with his higher self right now when it comes to this connection, he doesn't know whether it's real or not. You're never far from his mind. He's thinking about you like constantly is what I'm getting here. And for some of them might even just be like possibly even obsessive. And it's kind of like, why am I thinking about this person so much? It might be bothering them that they're thinking about you so much. They don't know what it means. They're confused as to why this energy is now suddenly with them all the time. And so they might be arguing with themselves, kind of putting it out of sight, putting it out of mind, not tapping into your energy. But then energetically, it's like they just find themselves connected to you again and again and again. So it's like they're fighting it, but they can't really fight it because it keeps popping up, with them. So I just feel like their higher self, it's trying to get their attention to focus on you and focus on you in a way of reflecting on the connection, which we already saw in the reading, to help them to start to put the pieces together and to kind of figure out their own behavior and learn something about this connection and where they may have gone wrong or how they've needed to mature or how they have changed. And this would also be about apologies and doing the right thing, etc. Interesting energy, you guys. Okay, so there you have it. So why don't we go ahead now and end the reading with just what's the most likely outcome in regards to just the way that things are going right now. This right here is the Art of Love Tarot, and this is the Gaia Oracle, both by Tony Carmine Salerno, and this one is from Denise Jarvie artwork. Tony Carmine Salerno. Let's take a look here. What is the energy here? What's the most likely energy where things are headed in this connection right now? We do have yin yang, and that is beautiful because this is masculine and feminine balancing each other out. Okay? Really feeling each other's energy, creating harmony. Creating harmony with this connection through the balancing of your own energies. So we've already seen very strongly this week that the feminine is holding a very positive space for her masculine while he is in this kind of like emotional shootout and confusion state. We have the Five of Angels. So this right here, it says withdraw, Five of Swords energy. But we have Ace of Angels, wisdom. Figuring out the wisdom, understanding the wisdom, why things had to end the way that they did or why people pulled away. So I'm getting here solution, I'm getting truth, I'm getting integrity, I'm getting awareness, I'm getting possible communication delivered on angel's wings. I know that sounds kind of corny, but it's almost like we've got the divine that is intervening in this connection with the Tower's energy that came through the Twin Flame Journey Tarot that is telling us here that something is happening right now for a reason. There's some sort of an opportunity perhaps to set things straight, to balance this connection, to gain some sort of wisdom. We had to withdraw from it. It had to end in order for us to gain the wisdom as to why that needed to happen. So I'm getting solution, and I'm also getting victory with that Ace of Swords energy. So because we have these angels coming up here, what is the divine trying to assist us with when it comes to this connection this week? What is this energy of assistance? Healing. Look at this, you guys. This is the Gods, Goddesses, and Oracles card deck by Tony Carmine Salerno. It says the angels have felt your sadness and have shown up for you today to send you healing. Oh my God. That is so amazing. They're here to basically help to send both you and your masculine, or just masculine and feminine, whoever's watching the video, this healing, to help to heal this connection, to bring it back into harmony and balance. Wow. And we have communication. I swear to God, I just love it when Spirit does this. This right here is saying to help to give communication on angel's wings. This is saying communicate clearly. Don't be afraid to tell it like it is. The Ace of Swords to me is truth. The Ace of Swords is complete clarity over a situation, being unafraid to communicate, being unafraid to be yourself and to just be authentic. So the angels are really helping right now to bring your connection back into communication so that way you can heal and you guys can bring back balance and restore this connection. Heal this connection after a period of withdrawal. The Five of Swords is also a card where no one won, meaning that back in the day, perhaps, there was no way around it ending. It couldn't have gone any different way. Some of you guys may have spent a lot of time being in regret for the way that things went. It couldn't have gone any different. And the reason why is because it had to go that way in order for people to understand and to learn on this journey through the separation that you guys have experienced in order to get to where you guys are going next. Everything had to happen the way that it did. Everything was meant to be that way. So if you guys are struggling with that, wrap your head around that. Try to look at it from that new perspective. All right, last messages here. Let's go ahead and get some ending messages as far as the most important thing that Spirit wants you to know and understand about your connection. We're going to tap into the Guardian Angel Tarot cards by Radley Valentine and the French Vintage Stamp Love Oracle by Kelly Asara. What's the most important thing that Spirit wants you to understand about your connection? What parting messages do they have for you in regards to your connection? We have sweetness. Oh, you guys are just going to love the message that goes with that. It says patience is now required. We had for the feminine masculine wait, time, patience now, sweetness. Patience is now required. Relax and enjoy the sweetness of life. Let the universe take care of the details. Again, everything is happening exactly the way that it's supposed to. This is not a time to rush. This isn't a time to push. This isn't a time to freak out. There's nothing to freak out about. Everything is flowing to you in divine timing. So let it happen. Now enjoy your life as well, because I got that earlier. If you guys are waiting around to enjoy your life when your masculine or your feminine returns, you are taking away from the sweetness that you were supposed to experience along your journey. So make sure that you don't cut things out on account of waiting for something else. Like, I'll be happy when. Be happy now. We have the Five of Abundance, which is the Five of Pentacles energy. And we have the Chariot's energy. Again, Chariot represents Cancer. So we had Cancer, Pisces. We also had Aries come through. We may have had other signs, you guys, but those ones stand out to me the most in this reading. Water and fire again. And that could be, of course, timing. Think of the particular signs and the timing of their influences throughout the year. There could also be some significant message there for you. But we also have another number 5, and 5s were very prominent, as well as 7s in this reading. So I think it's interesting that we are ending with that. 5 of Abundance, 5 of Pentacles. It says, there are times when everyone needs a hand. Your angels want you to know that you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Accept the help of those around you. The situation that you're experiencing is temporary. This may not be the right time, okay? So be patient. That's literally what the last thing, be patient, patience. So right now, it could be that this door is somewhat closed. But as you can see in that card, it's not completely closed. These two people are holding each other's hands. They're just not together. They're not together on the same side just yet. They're not able to walk hand in hand just yet, but they are connected regardless of the circumstances. So I feel like that's what Spirit wants to tell you. And also, be open to success, as in be open on your journey. Look at all the wonderful things that you can do when you listen to your divine guidance. You've balanced so many different things and finally have come out the winner. There will be a lot of recognition and praise headed your way. So don't be shy. Allow others to shower you with the gratitude that you deserve. Again, make sure that you allow other people and the sweetness of life to shower you. You're not meant to pull yourself or hide yourself away from what you're supposed to experience on your journey. So if some of you guys, again, are holding out that I will only be happy when and if, stop doing that to yourself. Be open to everything on your journey. So I feel like the Spirit's ending message for you is that be patient. The good is still coming, but it's here with you now. So experience that now. But you will experience it as well when it comes to this connection, perhaps. Again, nothing is set in stone, but the way that this reading looked to me today is that somebody is like awake and they are starting to figure shit out. And it's getting real. And it might be painful right now, but it is all leading to a good space later on. That's what I'm seeing here. So I hope that you guys resonated with these messages. If not, no worries. I might tap into your energy next week. All right? Take care, you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.